Hello everyone. I'm very happy to be with you today. I am Magdala Ramirez. And it has been such a powerful, intense times. And can you feel it? There is so much going on. I want to remind you about this power, these precepts of the feminine, because that's maybe going to help a little bit. We do have more information in the book Sacredness of the Union of Polarities. It's in my website. But last Sunday, we were talking about it in the teachings in the school because of what it is happening right now and how can this information can really help you to relate within yourself, and it will guide you in how to deal with this time and space, how to navigate in the times of the transition. So let's talk about this. We talk about these precepts, this power that it is in the ways of the feminine. So the mother came out and said, you have love in the north. You have unity in the south. You have entrega in the east. And you have transmutation in the west. And then you pull it up and join it together, and it will create this very beautiful pyramid, which I remind you that pyramid means women, temple, sacred place, and the understanding of the fifth point, the very top of that pyramid. So I really want to bring this together because you do have these powers within your own self. And they all work together. That's how you do it. Everything, it is related with everything. Love. You know that you are love. And yet, that it really needs to come from the heart, not from your mind. And it might be that you learn the ways of the system and relate with love that it is so distorted in many ways. There was this fear of love constantly. There was this situations about so many versions of yourself because you did God on pain. People in pain, it will create more pain. And the programming was that. You need to have lots and lots of that. Be a victim about everything. You don't have any power whatsoever. Things happens to you. Life happens to you. That's what you learn. Instead of you are happening. When you relate love with entrega, with unity and transmutation, you can see how everything, it is so absolutely interrelated. What is entrega? Entrega, it's a word that you don't have it in English. Entrega, it's a word that it is the last push when you're having a baby. That it is a moment that it doesn't matter anymore, life or death. There is a moment when giving light, that's how we call it, dar a luz, giving light is what it is taking place. Living your life in an entrega because you're born with an entrega. So you live with that entrega. You trust that the path is there. You keep on walking because you recognize that path. You know that the path is there constantly. You trust that you're being guided. And if you see it closely, it is all related with love. If you think about unity, for such a long time, unity has to do with things in the outside. You have I don't know, my gosh, so many things. Unity was something that it needed to be imposed on the people. Religion was a biggie. Color of the skin was a biggie. Language, tradition, everything. Impose it for everyone. Everyone thinks my way is better than your ways and creates all kinds of situations. Yet unity comes from within. Means that you do need to bring that integration of the self. There are parts of you that you left behind. Maybe when you were a little girl. You left behind all that places and things that happens that you do have the ability to go there and change the perception or pick it up what you learned. And in that way you begin to understand that integrity within the self. And it becomes very, very powerful when you become a whole. When you understand that the one in the whole and the whole is in the one. That's the unity. That's the integrity. And it can only be possible because of that love that you are. You can think about your past and there is all these landmarks, experiences, good ones and bad ones that you have in your life. And when you go back, in some way or another, you're telling that self that it was passing through this, hey, it's going to be okay. That is leaving those little crumbs in your path. Do you realize that? At the same time, that something is guiding you means that there is another you that already recognizes everything. This one that maybe you call it the higher self. The higher self that it comes and gives you those little crumbs and tells you, hey, everything is going to be okay. And then you have all these parallel lives. You have all these timelines in every decision. And they are all in communication, thinking about all these experiences. And that is beautiful. Yet, there is an energy that it is holding everything together. And that beautiful energy that it is holding everything together, it is the source and it is in you. And she is bringing unity. And it can only be possible because of love. Everything it is because of love. You know, you're born in a realm of love. Of course, everything is about love. And then you have transmutation. That it is a superpower. You have the ability of transmute everything. You are the alchemist. You can turn all these experiences into something very, very powerful. You can turn a situation into something powerful. You are a transmutator. You have always been a transmutator, and guess what? That it is only possible because of the love that you are. What you want to transmute? When you think about these superpowers, all of them, it is truly beautiful to see how everything works. And how everything works together and how all these superpowers are very, very related within yourself. You have the confidence that it takes to bring that parts of yourself that it feels so lost. Because you understand that there is a part of you that you're not lost. Or the parts of you that you feel confused. Well, if you are able to see that confusion, it's because you're not confused. You do need to remember at all times that the only one that you need to reach is you. And where are you? You are right there. You are that source. It is the source that it has no limitations about time. Time has never been linear. Time, it doesn't work in the things that they tell you that it works. Time, it has no power over you as the source. When you tap into it, it takes you into that fifth point of that beautiful pyramid. The entrega is not only about the hologram and how it's going to be. It's the understanding that you have always been eternal. That you were alive before you even come into this realm. It is a remembrance. And when you remember, you tap into those parts of your own DNA. That is what it means, remember. It's funny. But it is very, very real. Your DNA knows how to do this. Living in that entrega is beautiful because it will bring you peace. And that peace is the true human being in you. You know that really the true human being is a peaceful being by nature. It is very, very empathic. You can sense absolutely everything around you. But in order to sense this, you need to use these superpowers. Those superpowers that it was a gift. It is who you are as that true human being. Now, how you're going to use it? Well, as everything as it is work when you use it together. When you put love in the transmutation and you transmute the love that you think. In that transmutation is bringing a purity of love. The fears of what it is going on and the control that you want to have. And you bring that entrega and you transmute whatever you're feeling about that, and you're able to do it because of the love. You recognize love as eternal. And that brings unity in every single part of you. When you are in harmony within your own self, immediately it brings you into that divine order in everything in life. And recognize that divine order. You recognize the messages outside because you planted in there from that inside. Those are the crumbs in your path that you planted. And then you think, well, that is what I'm supposed to do because it's all these synchronicities. Yeah, you plant them in there. Always is for the highest good. That superpower that you have, it is meant to be used for the highest good of everyone. Because that's the signature of how do you receive it. You kind of sign a contract, saying that it will be used for that matter. But if you think about it, and you really make the work, this comes naturally. Because you realize that whatever it is happening to one, it is also happening to the many. So you do realize that everything, it is so absolutely interconnected. It is true that the path is very, very unique. Nobody can live the life of somebody else. No one can do this. Yet, all the paths is just connect you to your own nature, going back into your original vibration. And that it's a very beautiful how it works. It is time of prayer. It is time of becoming the path and the walker. It is time to recognize that the path has always been there. And recognizing every single little flower that you encounter. Those are the bed crumbles that you left behind. Who are you that you're able to leave behind those little crumbles for you? Think about it. It is you. It is you as the source. It is you that through the source you become one. It is you, the one that recognizes that the whole is in the one, and the one is in the whole. Keep on sending your emails and subscribe to our newsletter. Our website is magdalas.com. That is MAGDALAS.com. Getting to the school. It is truly a beautiful adventure when you are in the journey of becoming yourself. Think about it. It is the time. It is the time of that realization of the self. It is that time that creates so much beauty. And yes, download Messages from the Great Mother. It's in your phone. You do need to see those synchronicities, that they are so beautiful. Showing you the way. The Mother wants you to know that she always, always with you. Thank you for your work. Click the button of subscribe and share. These teachings, it needs to be shared everywhere in the world. We have people from everywhere. I have this beautiful sister that it is right now in Norway, that she's listening, and I love her so much. Looking for the sacred places. Remember that it is only one knowledge, and it is encoded in you. Tlatsokomate, Tlatsokomate, Tlatsokomate. I am you.